Hey everybody, I wanted to go over something today that is truly a foundation of following the processes I gave you previously. And also, it's just a key of tapping into your genius, what I call genius mode, when you're just in flow and you're just doing it and you're just embodying that next level version without thinking about it. Because that is really the key spot of where you want to be. You want to be out of your head and into your higher mind of just allowing your genius, your soul, to flow through you, channeling your most authentic self. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Like, I'm doing this right now. I'm just being. I'm not thinking about it. I had an idea of what I want to talk about, and now I'm just channeling. And we all have this capacity. But it takes something called, let's see if I can say it without stuttering, de-intellectualization. Oh, first try. Okay? So that means not thinking and trying. Because when you're in trying and effort mode, you're using your mind to try and think it out versus just letting it flow naturally. And this is what I'm doing right now, like I said. I'm tuning into my genius and just expressing and feeling my way through it. Just allowing whatever wants to come out to come out. And you do this in things that you do just for joy, what I call high vibe activities, where you don't think about it, you let go of outcomes, and you just do and be. So think of some ways right now, things you just do because it feels good, where you can just let go, recharge. For me, it's working out, it's meditating, it's channeling for people and myself. It's, petting my cats, reading. It can be anything. Listening to music. Oh my God, that's a big one for me. Anything you just do for the joy of it without outcomes. That's when you're getting out of your head and into your genius, into flow. So how do we do this? What does it truly mean to let go? Something that literally haunted me for years. Learning about law of attraction and manifestation. I was like, I am letting go, damn it. But I wasn't. Whenever you think you can't let go anymore, there's always a little bit more you can let go. But it's a process. And one of the main beliefs that really helped me shift was understanding that I had the choice to believe whether my reality was supporting me or against me. And that was huge. Trusting, having faith. That everything that was coming up was my stepping stone, my clue into my next level self. Having that choice when something unwanted comes up, and instead of being like, oh, I knew I was too happy, I knew this would happen, the world's against me, I could be like, okay, what do I feel from this? What is this trying to show me? What can I let go of? Or better yet, just letting the emotions that come up flow through me, letting the experience go without focusing on it or trying to fix it, and just trusting that was a step needed to let go of, to step more into my next level self, to respond in a new way as my next level self. A lot of it too is not needing to fix, and that comes with trust. Not looking for problems to try and prevent them, not looking for any holes in the plan, but truly trusting and just flowing. Understand that you're getting everything and anything you need in each moment. And that your only job in each moment is to move the energy. Meaning, right here, right now, what am I feeling? Am I feeling fear? Okay, I'm letting it flow through me. What's underneath that fear? Where my next level self is. Understand you flow the energy. You can allow it all, and you can pick and choose. So it's a whole duality thing. What are you going to choose? Fear or love? So who are you going to embody in that moment? How are you going to learn from it? So those are some big keys to getting out of your mind. Understanding that you trying is blocking the natural flow of your path to your desires and your next level self. That's what's happening. Abraham Hicks describes it as going upstream or downstream. So when you're trying, you're literally going against the current of how the universe and your inner being is literally lining you up with everything you want. But your mind is telling you, no, this in the past, this happened. So you have to try and do this, and it has to happen in this way. And you're literally blocking the limitless possibilities of how that thing can happen and play out in the most magical way ever. So in this way, you got to learn how to trust the process. Because right now you have trust, but you trust more in the old paradigm. You trust more in using force in your mind and efforting rather than the new paradigm of allowing. So let's be real with yourself. Where am I putting my trust at? Where am I putting my faith at? Because we choose our beliefs. We do. What feels good to us. So if you're anything like me, for the longest time, I was trying to think my way through law of attraction. I was trying to manipulate it. Thinking I was like smarter than the universe or some shit. I don't know. But the thing was, like, you choose the beliefs that feel good to you. Because your beliefs are you creating the rules to your reality. That's literally how you create, is through your beliefs and your feelings. So if you try and just plug in a random belief with the feeling of lack still, it's not going to do anything. You can't bullshit the universe. So what really started clicking with me was, oh, how do I prefer reality to work for me? How do I prefer money to work for me? How do I prefer love, relationships? How do I prefer just how people respond to me? You literally create your reality. The key, though, is really choosing that belief and that version of you with it. So tuning into that and making that choice, you automatically shifted. The only thing is, your reality has to catch up a little bit. So you have to hold true to that version. Even if things look different out here, you have to feel it. And that comes from getting out of your head and feeling it. Feeling the emotion of that next level you that is confident. Money comes to her easily. People love her. She's just fully herself and just having fun. Can you imagine that version of you and feel it for a second? And understand, as soon as you tune to that, that's when you can trust, oh, I'm on the path. I'm going downstream right to it. Anything that comes up, I guess allow, and I can choose. An old belief comes up, oh, I don't want that. I can let it flow through me. I can let that go. Keep going downstream, right? Don't try and hold on and fix things, because nothing needs to be fixed, I promise you. That's just your mind telling you of how it thinks it should be, not how it has to be. And that's huge. And this isn't something you do overnight, but it is a decision that you can make boldly now. And it's not to say the old beliefs aren't going to come up, but I'm saying when you decide here and now that you're no longer going to put all of your faith into the old paradigm, into struggle, into efforting, into fear. What do you want to choose right now? Do you want to operate under love and feeling the support of the universe, not feeling you have to protect yourself, that you're always supported and protected? Of truly stepping into your sovereign self, which means you can face anything. Anything that comes up, you stand strong and you choose love. You choose to believe and have faith and let that energy flow right out. Stand strong. No longer reacting to your reality and letting your reality and others dictate who you're going to be and how things are going to work for you. But truly being in this world, but not of it. Meaning you choose the programs and the beliefs that you want your reality to be based off of. You choose the rules. So if you want to choose the program of, yes, I'm going to pay taxes, because that's how this reality works, and I don't mind doing that. I can choose to operate under that. Versus, oh my gosh, I have to pay taxes. It's just so unfair. I hate this. See the energy difference there? One's sovereign and empowered, and one's victim. And that's what it comes down to. Are you going to truly own your reality and your energy and your life? or you're going to continue to play the victim. And I'm not saying this in a condescending way. I mean, we all do it sometimes. But now I want you to be aware of it. Be aware of when you're choosing victimhood, when you're choosing to be of the world instead of just in it. Does that make sense? So comment below with so far, what insights are you getting from this? In what ways are you not choosing, but letting things be chosen for you? What beliefs and rules are you subscribing to? Maybe unconsciously or consciously. Which ones feel good to you? Which ones don't? And where are you putting your most trust? Are you putting it in the old paradigm of needing to control everything? Fear? Victimhood? Struggle? Or are you putting it in the new paradigm of trusting that the universe is always supporting you? No longer trying to control, manipulate law of attraction, but fully trusting it. Trusting the flow of life and what it's showing you, where it's guiding you. Understanding it doesn't matter what you do or what happens. Your alignment is what matters. How you feel and how you see it matters. Because you're shifting realities 1,000 times a second. Every time you shift an emotion, you're shifting a reality. Are you going to trust that? Is that how you want it to work for you? And this is key, you guys. So key. In the moment I had this realization that my beliefs guide my experience, that your beliefs unlock the gifts, more validation, more evidence, and not the other way around. That is so key, you guys. I can't stress it enough. I'm going to give you an example. Channeling. I've channeled on and off for years now. I just didn't believe I was doing it. I didn't believe I was talking to my spirit guides fully. So I was always waiting for more evidence, waiting for a better way to do it and trying to read up on it and figure it out. Until the moment where I was just like, fuck. I feel this overwhelming need to say something one day. And I'd been holding back for so long that they literally channeled through me. And it was painful because I was resisting it. Literally these emotions were coming up and just words and everything was coming up. And all of a sudden I let it all out and it was clear. Now it's normal for me to channel. I channel all day. I can channel in my car, meditation or out of meditation. But that's because I decided, okay, I believe it. I'm choosing to believe that I talk to angels. I talk to my guides. I'm getting downloads all day long. I choose to believe it to see it and not the other way around. And every time I've done that, every time I've caught myself trying to think it through and let go, no, I choose to believe is how it works for me. Because it wouldn't call to me, it wouldn't be a desire of mine if it wasn't meant for me. Your desires are guidance, not your fears. Fears can teach you and there's still guidance in that way. But desires are your navigation. That's setting your destination into your navigation system. That's your desires. Your only job is to let go and be led to it. And it's not the desires you want, just to clarify. It's the version of you with it. So let that sink in for a minute. You can detach from that desire, understanding that it's not the desire you ultimately want. It's the version of you with the desire. So in that way, it's so key to tune into that version of you, not just with the desire, because the desire means nothing without the feeling of having it. So instead of being so attached to money or your relationship or your soulmate or your job, ask yourself, who do I want to be? What does that version of me feel like, look like, do, be? Tune to it. And then see what inspiration comes from you. Understand that as soon as you tune to it, you just shifted reality. You shifted frequency. And from that point on, everything that comes up, you're painting that reality physically. But energetically, you're already lined up. That's inspired action. And I'll go more into that in another video. But what I want you to understand is instead of tuning into the thing, instead of being attached to outcomes, understand that you're just focusing on lining up with who you really are, your natural frequency. So you can let go in trust. You see? It's all about lining up with who you are. Alignment. So instead of focusing so much on the whats and the whys and the hows, all the reasons why it can't happen, understand that as soon as you receive a desire, it's done. As soon as you feel and shift your emotion into a ease and relief even, you just lined up with it. And now your only job is to allow. That's all your job is, to choose. But the key here is energetically in alignment. Because this doing doesn't matter what you do, it's the energy you bring to it. And that comes from who you're being. So I hope this helped explain the process of de-intellectualization. Almost slipped up there. It's not thinking. It's not about the outcome. It's not about the fear and avoiding what may happen if you don't do that thing. It's truly about just lining up with that version of you, whatever outcome you want. Feeling it and understand that alone, you lining up with it, is enough. And then just following the impulses that come. Not thinking, just getting into that genius mode of allowing. So start to notice when you're thinking a thought and when you're getting a download. Because on a download, an impulse, it's as simple as when you feel the need to go to the bathroom. Oh, gotta go. Same feeling of an impulse. You don't chase it. You don't reach for it. You allow it to come to you just by being in ease and relief. Start there. That's the baseline. And from ease and relief, you can go to appreciation. And appreciation, tuned in, tapped in, master level, just like, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But start with ease and relief. Don't do some fancy dog tricks yet, especially if you've been in struggle for a bit. But that's the process of de-intellectualization. Oh my gosh, it's such a hard word to say. Getting out of your mind. Your mind is not the controller. You are the controller, the master. Your mind is just giving you the human experience. So in terms of how my guides put it, it's the game console creating the levels, giving you the lessons that you in the experience of it with them. That's what I want to say. That's all your mind is for. It's not for guidance. Okay? So what you want to do is whenever you find yourself thinking and being attached in that, because that's what attachment is, going in your head and being attached to one specific outcome or way of getting there. So when you feel yourself tightening up and attaching, remember, oh, it's not the desire I want, it's that version of me with it. What does that version of me feel like? How can I find ease and relief? What do I truly believe? And just bringing awareness to it. Choosing your beliefs of how you want your reality to work for you. That is creating your world, your normal. And that is letting life mold to you rather than you trying to mold to your life. Because as we talked about before, your reality is just a mirror of who you're being in here. So what's the point of reacting to that? You're just keeping yourself in a cycle. You change in here to reflect out here. And that's done through your beliefs, through your feelings. Manifesting is a feeling game. It's not a thinking game. Understand, too, that life, your reality, is you. It's supporting you. It's not against you. Because if you think it's against you, you're just playing against yourself and you're adding resistance. But when you believe in your power enough to know that you can allow everything and that you're vibrationally meant to move that dense energy, when fear comes up, you can move it. You can check out that meditation, how I talk about that in my previous video as well if you missed it. You are the master of your energy, meaning anything that comes, you came here to experience and move and let go. Choose differently. You're the vibrational Jedi. But if you're in resistance to what you don't want, you're resistance to everything. Just like a fence. It doesn't select, it keeps out everything. So, here are some things just to think about. I wanted to kind of say that because I felt inspired to say that. So this is a really key step of letting go for me. And it's not going to happen overnight, so don't beat yourself up. You can't fuck this up. When you make a mistake, appreciate it. Learn from it. Remember, oh, I was just doing that thing again. Just like getting in reps. You go to the gym once, it's not going to do anything. You go to the gym repeatedly, that's when change happens. In the same way of getting reps into new realities and getting strength in those new realities to make it a new normal. That's all you're doing. So it's about the version of you with that thing, not the thing. So I hope that helps. Let me know what insights you got, any questions. I love talking with you guys. I am available for chat too. And if you want any gift calls as well for some clearing, I do some clearing work with limiting beliefs, energy, all that. So I love you all. I'm here to support you. Thanks for being here.